Guyana's new local content law is viewed as a crucial tool to help Guyanese companies benefit from the new oil and gas industry. But it has also been delicately crafted to allow foreign companies to meaningfully participate in continued commercial activity here. Weeks after this new legislation has been enacted, however, the head of the Caricom private sector organization, Gervais Warner, who is also the president and the group chief executive officer of the Trinidad and Tobago conglomerate Massy, has raised concerns that Guyana's law may violate the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas. Now, just for a bit of context, this revised treaty is the central treaty of the Caribbean community, Caricom, of which Guyana is a member state. And the revised treaty led to the creation of the Caribbean Single Market and Economy, CSME. This simply provides for the free movement of goods, services, and capital throughout the Caricom without restrictions. It is important to note that the members of the local private sector strongly disagree with the assertion that Guyana's local content law violates the free trade provisions of the treaty. In fact, Timothy Tucker, the head of the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry, GCCI, explains that there should be no concerns about the new law.
It is less than a quarter of the service areas required by the oil and gas industry that has been carved out by the government for the benefit of locals. And yet we see this kind of reaction from a private sector organization in the Caribbean. It goes to show that that it is primarily self-interest driven by those conglomerates that want to dominate and colonialize the Caribbean.
As mentioned by Tucker, the local content law sets out 40 areas, from transportation to legal services, under which Guyanese companies should be used, detailing the percentage requirement by the end of 2022. He even explained that there are several other areas that foreign companies can still meaningfully participate in. The newsroom understands that there are about 200 services that are required within the oil and gas sector. And if legal challenges to Guyana's law are brought, Tucker says that numerous other violations of the treaty will have to be addressed first.
We have a number of violations by Trinidad and downright refusal on their part to even adhere to the rulings of COTED. So before we can go to a table, everything has to be placed on the table. So all of their violations would have to be sorted out first.
Now, Warner, in a leaked email, has asked that the Guyanese executive member of the Caricom private sector organization, Suresh Bihari, who is a prominent local businessman, to work on engaging Guyanese government and Caricom itself. But Bihari, via a press statement, has distanced himself from these concerns and instead says that he fully supports Guyana's local content law. His support of the law joins numerous other public statements of support from prominent private sector players in Guyana. Meanwhile, in an invited comment, Guyana's Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs Anil Nandlal said that the government would soon be addressing the concerns raised. Reporting for the newsroom, I am Vishani Raghavar.